So, you're a project manager, and let's be honest, you're hearing about AI all the time. But what does that really mean for you on the ground? Beyond all the marketing hype, how does it actually help you deliver projects better, faster, and, on budget? In this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise to get to the real business value.
Okay, let's just jump right in with a number you really can't ignore. Over 30%. That's the return on investment that a whole lot of companies are already reporting from their AI initiatives. And look, this isn't some far-off futuristic promise. We're talking about real, measurable value being delivered right now. All right, a big number like that is great, but what does it actually mean for your projects, for your day-to-day? How does that translate into something you can actually use? That's exactly what we're going to do here, break it all down. All right, here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the proven ROI. Then, we'll dive into the two main ways it creates value. After that, we'll get real about the challenges of implementation, clear up what AI actually is and isn't, and then wrap up by showing you how to build a solid business case for it. Okay, first up, let's get past the hype. What do the real, hard numbers say about AI's return on investment? And trust me, they might surprise you. So check out this data from a Deloitte survey. It lays it all out pretty clearly. You've got almost a quarter of companies using AI seeing that 30% plus ROI. And get this, 11% are reporting returns over 40%. That's huge. And they're doing this by both making more money and saving a ton on costs. Okay, so we know the returns are real. The big question is how? How is AI actually creating all this value? Well, it really boils down to two simple paths: helping us work faster, and, maybe even more importantly, helping us make way smarter decisions. Let's talk about path number one, productivity gains. You can think of these as the quick wins, right? This is where AI just comes in and takes over all those repetitive, frankly kind of boring tasks that slow you and your team down. I mean, just think about your own day-to-day. How much of your time gets eaten up creating documents, reviewing scope statements, or just drowning in admin work? AI can basically automate a huge chunk of that, freeing you and your team up to focus on the stuff that actually moves the needle. And the impact? It's pretty staggering. We're talking productivity gains of 20 to 45% in projects with a lot of documentation. That's a massive boost. But, and this is a really big but, being more efficient doesn't automatically mean you're successful. You can be super efficient at driving a project right off a cliff. And that, right there, leads us to our second and much more strategic path. And that brings us to path two, enhanced decision-making. This is where AI goes from being just a helpful assistant to being a true strategic partner. It's not just about doing work faster, it's about doing the right work. Honestly, this is where AI really flexes its muscles. It can chew through all your historical project data and spit out these incredible insights about the trade-offs you're facing, between schedule, cost, and resources. It can game out different scenarios and seriously improve your forecasting, giving you the kind of intelligence you need to steer the ship in the right direction. And the results speak for themselves. Organizations that are really leaning into this are seeing their project success rates jump by 10 to 20 percentage points. So here's the key takeaway. The real money case for AI isn't just about efficiency. It's about preventing those incredibly expensive project failures from happening in the first place. Okay, this all sounds amazing, right? But let's pump the brakes for a second and get real. Implementing AI isn't some magic wand you can just wave. There are some real challenges, and the biggest one, by far, can be summed up in just one word: data. Data, data, data. And this right here, this is pretty eye-opening. Get this, a whopping 60 to 80% of the work on any new AI project is just data management. It's the grunt work of finding the data, cleaning it up, and making sure it's actually usable. It's not glamorous, but it is everything. And this is why that's so important. Look at this quote. Poor data quality is one of the top reasons AI initiatives fail to deliver expected ROI. Your AI is only ever going to be as good as the data you feed it. You know that old saying, garbage in, garbage out? With AI, it's not a cliche. It's like the first law of physics. Okay, there's another big pitfall to watch out for. We call it single focus AI. See, a lot of tools are built to do just one thing really well, like say crush a schedule. But that can set off this dangerous domino effect, right? You squeeze the timeline, and suddenly your costs shoot up, or quality takes a nosedive. And guess who's left holding the bag for the whole mess at the end of the day? Yep, you, the project manager. So that whole single-focus AI risk really points to a much bigger problem. You have to understand what you're actually buying.
The term AI gets thrown around so much in marketing that it's basically lost all meaning. So let's take a minute and get super clear on what it is and what it isn't.
All right, here's a super simple way to think about it. True AI learns from data and adopts its behavior. Think about medical diagnostics that literally get smarter with every single scan they analyze. That's true AI. Then you have smart automation. Think about your coffee maker. It follows a set of rules, a script, right? It doesn't learn how to make better coffee tomorrow. The reality is, a lot of what's marketed as AI in project management tools, it's really just this, really sophisticated automation. So now we've covered the good, the bad, and the ugly. We know the benefits, the risks, and what real AI looks like. The next logical question is, how do you actually build a case to justify the investment? Let's get into it. And here's the silver lining, a really key strategy. Remember those single-focus AI tools we were just talking about? Well, they can be incredibly powerful if you point them at the right problem. Specifically, those super time-consuming activities right at the beginning of your project. Just imagine using an AI to comb through your scope documents to find inconsistencies or to spot errors and omissions before you even get started. The cost savings here are just mind-blowing. Fixing a mistake in those early planning stages is somewhere between 10 and 50 times cheaper than fixing it once you're deep in the execution phase. I mean, that's a massive, no-brainer kind of saving. So when you're putting together your business case, these are the benefits you want to hammer home. Focus on consistent, on-time, on-budget delivery. Talk about higher efficiency and cutting down on waste. And highlight how it helps you put the right people on the right tasks. These are the tangible results that get a yes from the people holding the purse strings. So, we're going to leave you with one final question, something to carry with you. From now on, whenever you're looking at a new tool that screams AI, just ask yourself this one simple thing. Is this technology actually intelligent? Does it learn? Does it adapt? Or is it just a fancy bit of automation? Because knowing the difference, well, that's the key to making a truly smart investment.